Today we're going to talk about one of the greatest, if not the greatest, major motion picture fights in a video game history. I'm a big Sonic fan, so I'm warning you, I will be biased and I will be released. The scene kicks off with them hanging over Shibuya, and if we all know in recent times, if you're in Shibuya, there's a higher chance there's some cataclysmic event going on. Not gonna say any names, but we know who I'm talking about. Try! But yeah, so they're all getting ready to do their little chant. You know, Knuckles gotta be hating.
Hey, Team Knuckles!
Oh my God, bro! Oh hell no, man! What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy! Get your goddamn ugly ass.
Now, for y'all who don't know me, I'm a big Sonic fan, so this whole movie was like a big treat for me, especially with all the Easter eggs and stuff, because I played majority of the games they had, besides maybe like a few of the old classic games and the Wii U games. But yeah, it was a whole bunch of Easter eggs and callbacks that I enjoyed, and that I'll probably talk about while we go over these scenes. But yeah, with one of them being from Sonic Adventure 2, the no food or movies.
Talk about low-budget flights. No food or movies? We're out of here.
And then the next one is right when they land in the Sonic Heroes formation with Tails on top and the other two on the bottom. But all these callbacks and stuff just shows like how much detail and how much they care about this series. Because if we're being completely honest, if they didn't care and they just wanted money, they'd have just kept us with the original Phase 1 Sonic, and that would have been a complete nightmare and wouldn't have done well at all. So when they land, it looks like Maharaga and Sukuna already had their fight. And while they're talking, trying to find out what caused that giant fireball from earlier, a Humber comes flying through the air, and instead of moving, they just stand there and Knuckles catches it. Like they can't move out the way. He talks about how he's 1,000,000% muscle like usual, and then toss it aside. And then as they're talking, Emo Shadow comes up walking upside down flaming car, like you couldn't walk around, and got all that space. And he just ore farms the entire movie. Like everything he does is just to farm as many ore points in this like hour and a half, 2 hours that he has. And he's just dark and depressing and edgy and everything you want Shadow to be in this movie, because this is the year of Shadow, and if you didn't know, you know. So yeah. So when he starts to speak, he talks about how this is a big waste of time and that he doesn't want them to get hurt, so just walk away. And you know, Knuckles is being hot-headed while Sonic trying to calm him down. And you know, Knuckles being Knuckles charges him, dude, into transmission like he just did a training session at Yard Rat, and grabs his wrist and twists it 90 degrees and just starts playing ping pong with him. And all Team Sonic can do is look up in awe because he's getting put in a blender and they're next. So after Knuckles gets dribbled like a Spalding basketball, they rush over to check on him, and they group up afterwards, and they're like, he can't take us all at once. Yes, he can. He's the ultimate life form. He's Shadow. He pops out from behind, kicks Tails first, hits Knuckles again, takes Sonic by the throat and takes him up, and then hits him with a chokeslam that would have had JR proud. And then it picks back up with them recreating the Shadow the Hedgehog opening when he's walking around Sonic, calls him a
worthless bitch ass nigga,
kick flips the tool, gets on the chopper, and just takes off. And if y'all is paying attention, like I said earlier, he's been ore farming the entire movie. From the minute he broke out of the prison, he doesn't need the bike to go anywhere. He can run or teleport just as fast as Sonic does. He's just being extra. Now when Sonic catches up, trying to ask him where he's going and why he's running, he starts letting the tool blow. In the middle of Shibuya, like it ain't family and friends outside, just living life. And Sonic's ore farming back, bobbing and weaving and spin dash, having Shadow shot actually look like Dion Waiters' philosophy. And after that happens, they start bobbing and weaving again through traffic, or farming through vans. I don't know why it's crashing, but he teleports behind Sonic. Sonic then spin dashes again. Now he's hanging onto the back of the bike like a Mario Kart double dash partner after he gets hit with the shell. And Shadow's acting like every Spider-Man villain known to man, telling him he talks too much and stop quipping. So while he's trying to get Sonic to shake off the bike, he teleports through the train. And I don't know how they're in the air for this long, but Sonic's in the back flying, and Shadow's infusing cash energy back into the bike. He's riding up the wall or up the side of the building, and they're still going at it. And after this, Sonic ends up wiping out after this. Shadow keeps going up to assert his dominance and farm more aura points. He Akira slides up the side of the building, up the spire, and does the 5 Kage Summit stare down. And this is where I would have put the title screen, to be honest with you. This scene was too cold. This was almost as cold as the end of the movie. And you can't say that because I told you I was going to be biased.
Can you see all of me?